So I wanted to discuss how I like to rig and throw my Alabama rigs. I live in Missouri, so I live near Table Rock and Bull Shoals. I'll throw them there quite a bit, and then I got a little power plant lake that I live pretty close to. Then I'll throw that in the wintertime there too. But the one I'm probably going to be throwing the most, just the style, is I'll be throwing it with grubs on it, you know, like just shad pattern grubs. I got these, the three biggest ones are Kalins or Calins or however you want to say it in pearl, and these top two are chompers, salt and pepper. This is the Yum version of the Alabama rig, and what you want to do, or what I like to do, is these top two, I don't have hooks on them because in Missouri you can only have 3 hooks on the bait. So I chop the hook off to where it's just a jig head. I'll super glue that up on there so it stays on there. I do the same with the other one. Then these other 3, I'll have all 1/4 ounce. These are 1/8, these are quarters. Since they're heavier, it'll be going through the water up there with the teasers on top. The fish aren't really going to hit the teasers without the hooks on them, just because those bottom ones are going to be bigger and they're going to be a lot easier to get. I mean, 90% of the time they're going to hit in this middle one. It's farther back just by an inch, maybe not even an inch. A lot of times I'll take the middle one, I'll make it a little bit bigger. I don't have that on this rig. I don't have it bigger, but it'll give them just a bigger meal. It'll just, that's the one they're gonna hit. Put a pretty big hook there in the middle one. Like I said, that's going to be the one that the fish are going to hit the most. This Yum has a rattle in it, which I don't know why. I mean, most of the time it's going to be you're going to be steady reeling it through the water, but you might fish it more confidently like that, or it might help. I don't know. But the one I like to throw on Table Rock and Bull Shoals the most. I mean, that's a good one there, but another one is this is a man's. I like to throw the Swimming Super Flukes on there. This is the full size in pearl. These are the juniors in pearl. I got these 1/8 ounce middles. I think it's also an 1/8. I mean, these blades are going to be on the top most of the time, so you don't really gotta. It doesn't matter what the waist of your heads are most of the time. But I got 2 really big spinnerbait blades instead of little teasers. I don't really throw them with this big of a blade on there. I'll just kind of experimenting around, thinking that's about the size of the shad. Just messing around with that. But you want to make sure, this one's not a very good example of it. This middle one you want to be, like especially the middle one, you want a really thick, strong hook, because you're going to be fishing with a real stout rod. You'll be fishing with heavy braid, catching big fish. So that hook will bend out quick if you don't have a good hook on there. Like on this other rig, that middle one, like I said, is real heavy. In Missouri, you can only have 3, like I said. So I'll have, this is a 3-arm. It's just kind of an off-brand Alabama rig. I kind of like it though. It's got the little power bait, swimming shad, boot tail kind of style swim bait. That's another one I like to fish on, like Bull Shoals or Table Rock, or those deeper, clear lakes in the winter or the fall. I got this little one. I just kind of mess around with that. It's got little 2-inch, no, I don't even know if they're 2-inch, little 1.5-inch crappie grubs on it. That's another little Yum. And then here's one I made. I actually made it out of flagging wire, like what they use to mark underground pipelines. Just the little flags, you can go buy them at Lowe's or something, or steal them out of your neighbor's yard like you're not supposed to. But I'll take them and I'll just kind of mangle them all together, twist them all together up there in the head, and then I'll wrap it real tight in fishing line, just kind of close it, and then I'll epoxy it, and just kind of crimp or wrap your little swivels on. It'd probably be better if I had a little bit thinner wire, or maybe painted up that head. Got a little split ring for a tie on. But those are the ways I like to fish them. Throw it on 65 plus pound braid. Some people like to throw it on heavy mono, 30 pound mono, but I think braid's the way to go. That's just my opinion. I throw it on, this is almost a little overkill, but you want to be throwing it on at least a 7-foot medium heavy. I think that's the lightest you would want to throw it on. This is the skeet reese flipping and pitching. It's an 8-foot heavy action, so it's pretty heavy. And the flipping and pitching. Some guys say they don't like to use the flipping and pitching sticks for the Alabama rig because it's kind of hard to cast. It's real stiff. But that's what I throw it on. Yeah, this time of year they should start hitting it. They're starting to chase shad and everything. It's November 15th. So here, maybe after Thanksgiving, they should be on it. But if you have any questions or if you'd like me to show anything else, just comment and tell me what you'd like to see. Thanks.